Welcome to the 72nd edition of the Pro Wrestling Zone. I am Tiger Height.
I don't know why he did that when he has not been the champion since October of last year.
But you have not been the champion since like December of last year because
of vacancy?
Yes, because MPU and myself, we tied because Peanut Gallery is a gigantic loser.
Oh, whatever.
Anyway, Peanut Gallery, news. So the big one, let's just get it out of the way. NBC. Okay. So NBC is going to be dropping the NBC Sports Network at the end of 2021. Uh-huh. The problem with this is that sports like NASCAR, women's basketball, that kind of stuff was on this channel.
Right.
And with that gone, it's going to go to possibly the USA Network.
Right.
Now, people are like, well, why are you talking about this? This might affect WWE programming because there's no direct competition
especially NXT, which usually hockey is on Wednesdays.
Right.
And so NXT may have to find a new night, which would then end the Wednesday Night Wars.
Right. Or they can start it earlier. Maybe they'll say, WWE, can you please pre-tape or something else before that?
They're not going to pre-tape. That's going to affect the TV schedule. That's what we care about.
Right. So, I mean, Raw's ratings are so totally in the shitter right now. What are they going to do with that?
Right.
So, I mean, it is very significant in a lot of ways.
It is.
They could boot off Raw from the USA if given the opportunity.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, it's just a really scary time right now for WWE. Luckily, they have the end until 2021. So, there's plenty of time to possibly, if they really want to, do maybe a different contract negotiation.
Right.
Or something.
Right.
Because this is a big difference that might affect them. Anyway.
Absolutely.
The origins of the AEW and Impact Wrestling relationship came from Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
That's why he is very significant in this.
Right, because he pitched it to Tony Khan.
Right, he pitched it to Tony Khan because he knew that Don Callis would be all over it. Mm-hmm. And then Tony Khan said it was a great idea. So, people, if you're really liking this AEW and Impact Wrestling relationship, thank Kenny Omega for it.
Right, and there were rumors that Tony Khan is possibly buying Impact Wrestling. That is not in his plans. So he is not planning on buying Impact Wrestling, but that could always change.
Absolutely, it can always change. So, Matt Hardy was in a car accident the night that he was in Impact. Luckily, he was rubbernecking, slowed down, and another car basically slammed into the back of his. He's fine. No actual injuries, but kind of an idiot. So do not rubberneck at looking at a car accident. I don't understand people's fascinations with it.
Right.
But yes, this was something that kind of trended a little bit. So I'm like, he's fine. He's not going to miss any TV time. He's fine. No kids in the car either.
Right, that's good.
Or pregnant Rebby Sky.
Right.
So great. Taya Valkyrie is done with Impact Wrestling right now. She let her contract expire. Mm-hmm. We have no idea where she is going, but there is no contract anything as a part of that. So we could see her.
There are some rumors going around
that she could be entering the Royal Rumble.
Yep, because that's coming up soon.
It's next weekend. So, yes, it's coming up very soon. And that would be a huge topic getter to get Taya Valkyrie. And also, John Morrison, her husband, is there.
Right.
So it would be a great thing for that women's division, most certainly. It would be a big hole that was filled.
But, there's also a few other places that she could go.
Oh, yeah, including AEW, but I think they really need her more than WWE, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, absolutely.
You really need that big star.
Right.
And especially with her relationship with AAA, I feel like that would be probably a better idea because she is still Rhea de Reina's champion.
Right, and she'd have to vacate that if she went to WWE unless they worked out something.
Right. If they vacated it, I'm going to be under the assumption that Taya Valkyrie is going to WWE.
Yeah, that pretty much is kind of what I'm thinking as well.
Right. So I want to talk about two stories from the MMA world. Usually we don't cover them, but these are two big names. Conor McGregor being knocked out last night. which was crazy.
Yep.
But now people have been cutting Conor McGregor out and basically doing the Bernie Sanders meme with McGregor because he looked like he was like sleeping. So I've been seeing that going around, and people are like combining them together.
Right.
So it's actually really funny. I just thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And then Fedor Emelianenko, a name that Peanut Gallery has never heard in his entire existence. So Fedor is basically like, he was the man in Japanese MMA. He was a Russian bear. He was basically Khabib Nurmagomedov before Khabib even existed. But he is hospitalized with COVID-19. The status of his condition, I have not seen anything different. And I guess this is just for precautionary measures because he did have some pre-existing conditions.
Absolutely.
So, obviously, not a big deal.
Right.
WWE did sign 3 very top free agents, and they are for the women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
Yes.
So, Priscilla Kelly.
Okay.
She was actually married to Darby Allin for a time. She is now Gigi Dolan.
Okay.
Elena Black, who now wrestles as Cora Jade. They're a tag team in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
Right.
And then Lacey Ryan, now known as Zoe Stark. So congratulations to all of them for signing with a company that's going to rip away all of their rights and privileges of being independent contractors.
Yep.
But that is here nor there. I don't think I missed anything.
Not that I know of.
It was a really slow news week this week.
I mean, not in general, but obviously in the wrestling world, not a lot's been going on.
In the wrestling world, sometimes you have to like check it every day because there's so much going on.
Right.
But then there are days where you don't even have to worry about it. So when we come back, we're going to be going into Bible study, and we're going to be talking about, I didn't think I was going to do this, John Bradshaw Layfield.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the wrestling god.
Okay.